people, which is kind of cool.
We shouldn't be sucking her. I can't remember. And Kapunkt was here last week, but not the week before.
Oh,
Something to consider. Our number one fan.
be dedicated. Are we getting worse? Is the question.
Oh, we've got a viewer. We've got a thorn, a drop, a seed.
What is
Hey,
that?
a thorn, a drop, a seed. Welcome.
Oh, no, time out. Is that are those the symbols?
No, they were hieroglyphs.
Oh, gosh.
Like from Egypt.
No, I understand.
I don't know what they mean.
No, I know what you mean. But like when
Wouldn't that be crazy if this person joined in on this episode and their YouTube nickname is
the three
a
symbols.
reference to this episode of Lost?
Oh, okay. I thought
That'd
it was
be crazy.
Okay, first off, I thought it was a comment. That's why I said.
Oh no, that's the username. The comment is woo.
Oh, because I went back and I tried to like write down and kind of like maybe borderline draw what I saw on the ticker. For when they almost didn't get the button.
That's good.
That's what I thought that they were comment because it was kind of like a stick, a fish, and something
and like
I didn't know.
like a guy, like a
I didn't know. I don't know. I thought that's what they were doing. I thought they were like telling me.
Oh, it's Rob.
Oh, hey, Rob.
It's our friend.
Welcome to the show.
It's never surprising.
I don't know if he's a first-time listener. I have no clue what's going on. I don't even,
It's fine. Yeah, this show is our Lost show, and I've seen it all, and Anthony is going in blind, and he's having so much fun, and he loved this episode.
I did love this episode.
Did you? I was bluffing, but I'm glad that you did.
No, I have some notes, but no. I think overall, it was a net positive. It was a net positive for me. Honestly, I was just really excited to see Saeed back a little bit because
I missed him so bad.
I feel like the most caught off guard death that I really have had so far was Shannon.
Yeah.
And the way that it impacted him, I feel like I haven't got enough satisfaction from how it impacted Saeed, who was also one of my favorite characters. And I feel like it was nice to get back to him because they kind of ripped me of that for the last 5-6 weeks or however.
Right. It was really like Shannon died and then Saeed was broken and then we didn't really hear from him for a month.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it's felt. So it was really good to see him again. I would like to, there's a specific game I would like to play before we
hit the intro.
Fly in and hit the intro, if that's okay. And that game is inspired by last week's episode. Did Anthony recognize Kate Austin's parent in the flashbacks of this episode?
I did.
Wait, Kate's dad in the helicopter?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Sergeant
did.
Sam Austin. Good job.
I did.
I'm so glad.
I was just excited.
You learned your lesson from Diane last week.
Okay, so even if just as just a precursor for anyone listening, if I say I didn't love this episode throughout the entire time, this was the most paused rewind episode I think I've ever watched. So don't let me say that I didn't like it. I paused and went back and rewatched it.
There was a lot of important dialogue.
Yeah.
So I love that.
So I liked it. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, just things to think about. Should we?
No, you should hit the intro. Where'd they go to? It was Kuwait?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Where Henry Gale is from.
Actually, one of my favorite airports I've ever been to.
Really?
One of the nicest.
Bring that up once we're audible again.
Yeah, I think we're one of the nicest airports I've ever been to.
We're flying. We're in the sky. We've got a wing on this side and a wing on that side, and they're both catching wind, baby. And it's unreal how fast we're going. No commercial plane has ever gone this fast. And we're headed to Minnesota to see if Henry Gale's house matches with his story that he was telling in the hatch.
I don't think it does.
Put your tray tables up because we're breaking the sound barrier, baby.
Whoa, so we're flying through.
We're flying
Over the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Minnesota, if I'm being honest.
I've never been there. I've been to Michigan, and that's kind of close, but no cigar.
No. I wish I did. I mean, it seems like a great place.
Yeah.
It's just a full mea culpa. I don't know enough about Minnesota.
It's cold from what I understand.
Yeah.
Got that Midwestern accent that I really like.
Yeah.
I really kind of... Anyway, in this episode...
Wait, time out. Who are you?
I'm Shelby.
I'm Anthony.
And thank you for flying Flight 815. This episode is Season 2, Episode 14, one of them. In our flashbacks, we see Saeed in the first Gulf War, having really a terrible time. He is captured by U.S. troops in the very beginning of the episode, and then is kind of coerced by said U.S. troops into torturing one of his own commanding officer, Tariq, for information on a U.S. POW. And then he dies. The POW's dead. It was for nothing, except for his body, which, of course. And then he goes home a broken man, or he leaves the U.S. guys a broken man. And on the island, he meets up with his best friend and my beautiful wife, Danielle Rousseau, who says, "You got to see this. Come here." And she takes him into the jungle, and she's got a little rat man in a net. And she says, "That's an other. We should kill him." And Saeed says, "Well, I don't know. Let's let him down." They let him down. Rousseau shoots him. And Saeed is like, "I'll take him back to the bunker." And then a bunch of shit happens vis-a-vis Locke and Saeed versus Jack on how to treat Henry Gale. They do end up torturing him a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, what you missed on Glee. I don't know if there's anything else to be said.
No, I think that does everything right
Succinct.
there. Yeah. My first note was the American soldiers really enjoy going full Sawyer with the racist slurs.
Oh, yeah. Immediately calling Saeed Abdul.
I was like, God, okay. So
we can't be doing this, Sergeant Sam Austin.
So we're doing this. Yeah. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oh, there's so many different things. Because I know like the Jack thing is super fun to just dive into that whole,
Well, yeah, where do you want to start? I feel like there's a bunch of options.
My first thought was like I was so pumped that Rousseau was back. That was like my second note. Rousseau's
I've
back,
missed her
baby.
so bad.
Yeah, she's popping
one of my
too.
faves.
She looks great, and I think there's something like because I have never watched this before. I have no idea how any of this plays out. I don't know where she ends up. What has she been doing? What has Rousseau been up to?
Right, she's just hanging out, I think, in the jungle.
Where?
What has she been doing? The same thing she's been doing for 16 years, buddy. Hanging out all alone on an island, going insane.
Yeah.
And I love her.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, wait, did she build a new tent? Is
I
she
assume
somewhere? She can't be found. Like she has
setting
guns
traps.
still. Yeah, she's setting traps.
She's hiding bows and arrows.
Yeah, there's something so fascinating about Rousseau just popping back
I
in.
know.
And I feel like it's gonna be the same way with my boy from Australia. Seeing another life, brother.
From Australia.
Whenever New Zealand? Scotland, sorry.
Yeah, we got there eventually.
Okay. There's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people, and there are a lot of Australian people.
Okay, but
I get it.
I know. I'm kind of stuck on that's where they flew from, so maybe that was it.
Yeah.
But
he notably did not fly.
but when Desmond comes back, like it's gonna be hard for me to get my brain not to think, what's he been up to? Can we do a side episode on just what's happened with him?
I would love a side episode about either Rousseau or Desmond and just like a day in the life where they don't talk to anybody from the main cast and are just like what are they doing? You're right.
Because we did, when we met Ana Lucia and Mr. Echo, they did like a day 7, day 10.
The other 48 days.
Just kind of show what they did for a few days. I mean, it didn't have to be the whole episode. Just kind of show what they were up to.
What's been going on?
It's interesting.
It is. But the important thing that she's been doing is catching dudes in nets.
Catching dudes. She's not snatching kids, which is good, right?
She's not anymore. She was for a minute snatching kids.
And we're snatching adults now.
Now we're snatching 48-ish-year-old men off of their ankles in the jungle.
Okay, I'm going to do this to start. This is one of my last notes, but I'm going to do it to start.
Okay.
Why does he look familiar?
Michael Emerson?
Is it because of... Have I seen him before?
Yes. In fact, I have tried to hint you a couple of times. He was in... The thing I know that you've seen him in is he was in Fallout. He was the guy who got his head cut off in the first episode, and then they carried his head around for most of the show.
Oh, okay. Okay. He looks very familiar. I didn't know...
He does a lot of television. He's my favorite television actor, and he does a lot of television. He's on Evil.
Okay.
He was on Person of Interest.
First question is... There's so many characters I feel like I recognize. I did see earlier, but it's easy for me to forget. Second, why is he your favorite television character?
He's my favorite television actor.
Actor, sorry.
Yeah.
That is high praise from you.
Yeah, he's brilliant. And we didn't get too much from him in this episode, but even in this episode, there were a couple of lines where I was like, yay, Michael! Good job! He got hired. He and Terry O'Quinn are the only actors who on Lost got Emmys for their work on Lost. So him and John Locke's actor.
That is interesting.
And when Michael Emerson was first cast, this arc for Henry Gale was intended to be 6 episodes long. And I'll give you a spoiler that's not a spoiler because it's not what they did. He was going to die at the end of those 6 episodes. And that was all they hired him for. And then they got him in and they did the first couple takes with him and they rewrote it. They were like, we've got to keep him on the show. He can act his way out of anything. We've got to keep him here. And I'm so glad that they did because he is a very iconic character of Lost. This is a very iconic television performance overall. I feel like when you talk about television and acting performances, this is one that will get brought up in most conversations. And of course, you're just seeing the very, very beginning of it. But
yeah,
he's great. He's great. I'm so glad he's here.
Well, I thought there was a very interesting, like there was one scene that I feel like I kind of pulled to. It was when he was like tied up and he was leaning against it and he was spitting and he was trying to like fight through his lines, through the spit and through the tears and through the fear. And I was like, there's no way that is easy, especially because this is like maybe, what's he been on set for? 2-3 days?
Yeah.
Maybe a day?
Like, onto a set that is notable for being as close-knit as it was, because these are actors that would meet up at each other's houses to watch the episodes. They all lived in Honolulu, Hawaii for the duration of filming, 6 years. So
man,
you're not only inserting yourself into a new project, but inserting yourself into a cast that has already built social dynamics and how they work together and how they feed each other when they're acting together and all of that.
That is an interesting conversation. Just because like I think, we are episode 14 plus a 23. I don't know how many episodes were in the first season, but like either way, like
I think 23.
You're walking into a show that has now been established as something that people really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
And you know that you have a 6-episode arc. There is the pressure to do too much. And I just feel like it would be so very easy to walk in and be like, you know what? I have just these 1, 2, 3 moments.
Yeah.
I'm going to do way too much. And it's going to ruin your performance.
No.
And I feel like that's a rare
especially
story.
for his first scenes being so intense. His first scenes are trapped in a trap in the jungle, being cut down and shot with an arrow, and then being tortured in a bunker. Like, those are intense scenes to start. It would be especially easy to go too crazy with them and like overact. And he doesn't. He's so subtle with it. And he really plays this specific part well. This specific part where you are supposed to be, is he lying? Is he not lying? Is he telling the truth? Did he really come in on a hot air balloon, or is he an other, like Rousseau said? He's really good at kind of playing both sides and making you wonder either way.
Yeah. I feel like I just wanted to at least acknowledge that, like, that is not an easy task. And I feel like for an actor, like, what an impactful performance, just with very high stakes. Probably, I don't know what he was doing before that, but, like, you're going on this big time show. You gotta do something. His agents probably tell him, do something.
Yeah.
You gotta be good.
We've got to move up from the first Saw movie, Michael. Come on.
If you want a job, we gotta do something,
Yeah.
But like, if you go too big, it's gonna ruin the whole episode. They might cut a little bit of that. You might go from 6 episodes to 3. And I thought, he did everything. I don't believe him.
Right. I kind of expected that.
I don't believe
especially
him.
for this first episode. Yeah.
It's just, I think
what made you not believe him?
Probably bias. I think it's more enjoyable for me to believe that he is lying.
Yeah.
Everything he's saying is really good. His performance was great. Like, if he's lying, he did the best job of anybody ever. I think it's just more fun for me to believe that Henry is lying.
Yeah, I like that take.
That's it.
I could say,
yeah.
But
no, I just don't have. I have nothing.
And
except...
the last thing that Danielle said to Saeed was, "He will lie for a long time. He will lie." Those are the last things she said to him before he fireman carried Henry out of the freaking jungle. Can I say something just for our listeners that have seen Lost?
Okay.
Oh, you can listen.
Oh, okay.
This is just directed to them.
Anything.
I have to juggle so much more now. This has suddenly become a much harder job. There is so much just in this episode that makes it harder for me to look you in the eye.
Really?
Yeah. This is like I was watching the episode and I was taking notes, and I was also in my mind cataloging what I can say and what I cannot say about a lot of things.
Oh, that's super interesting because I didn't see it that way. I mean, I definitely saw a ton of stuff that I liked, but I didn't see a lot of impactful things.
There were a lot of little hinty things in
Yeah.
this episode, and a lot of little, oh, wow. Can we talk about Clancy Brown?
Is that you pivoting? Get out of the way.
Yeah, to get me out of this hole that I've dug myself into.
Who is Clancy Brown?
Clancy Brown is a character actor I love, and he was also in this episode as the soldier who you said looked like a soldier.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
The guy who spoke Arabic at the end.
Yeah, he spoke Arabic at the
on.
end, and he is the one who gave Saeed the tools for torture and kind of
that
groomed him towards torture in the first place by showing him the video of the attack on a village that he had relatives in.
Oh, that's an interesting
And
conversation.
that was all crazy. And he is played by Clancy Brown, who you may know as Mr. Krabs, who you may know as Detective Hank Anderson, who you may know as... He's done a lot of cool stuff. And he's a great actor, and it's cool to see him. And I always get excited at this part because we get an episode with Clancy Brown.
That is a fascinating deal that you just said. He groomed him.
A little bit.
I think that he gave him the option. Mm-hmm. I think Saeed did it on his own merit.
I think he
didn't
did
have
too.
to.
I think that he did. I also think that Saeed did it on his own. But I think that Clancy Brown's character...
Put him in a situation.
This is another situation for my viewers at home that have seen Lost. I don't know what to call him. I think he's called Joe Inman in this episode. Joe Inman sits him down and is like, okay, so we've got this video footage of... And I'm not saying that but so much of Saeed's identity now is tied up in I am a torturer. And there was a couple of mentions in this episode that he was 23 in the flashbacks. We have to remember that. Wigs aside, Saeed is 23 in the flashback. And, he's in a crazy situation. That's kind of his only way out. I'm not saying that it is Clancy Brown's fault that Saeed is a torturer, but I'm saying that he never would have been if he had not encountered the U.S. military.
Yeah.
In that situation.
I think it's I thought it was a fun wrinkle for me because I don't think it was, Clancy Brown.
Mr. Krabs.
I don't think it was his fault that he became that, but I think there's something very worthwhile of talking about, like giving someone the tools to do something that they're capable of.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the episode, he's like, I knew it was always in me. Mm-hmm. So is it Brown's fault, or is that who Saeed is? And that's like a nice little, who is Saeed? Is he the torturer? Because right now, I don't feel like he is the torturer. I feel like he's one of the most caring, selfless, people-oriented people, but he is a torturer. Keeps doing it over and over. Is it anybody else's fault that he became a torturer, or is it who he is at his core?
And I think it's important to note that this episode, torturing was his first
reaction,
instinct to a situation where if they were not on the island, regardless of whether Henry Gale is telling the truth or not about his hot air balloon. Anthony said, don't get me started on the hot air balloon.
Thoughts.
Whether or not Henry Gale is telling the truth, it is crazy to meet a guy and immediately, without any reason other than a notably insane woman that you know is insane in the jungle, saying, hey, he's a bad guy. It is nuts to jump straight to torture in that situation when you've already got him tied up and injured at that and locked in a room. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it was a wrong decision, but I'm saying it's a nutso decision.
I want you all to hear this. Shelby has forgotten. She's forgotten what they did to Claire. That they've left Charlie to hang and die. She's forgotten. These are merciless people. Shelby's forgotten. Okay.
Don't treat me like Saeed treated Charlie at the end of this episode.
You're trying to find humanity in it. No, that's how I would treat people. Right? You know.
Be torturing some sad, wet dog you find in a net outside?
No, never. In this scenario? Maybe.
We're going to torture that sad, wet dog.
No. I'm not going to.
But you're going to encourage Saeed to. Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage him. I'm going to do what Locke did. But yeah, that's...
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll distract Jack.
Turn a blind eye, right? Because I haven't forgotten.
Okay, so we know where you stand on Henry Gale for sure.
I don't think anybody should be tortured. I think the question...
Walking it back now.
No, I think the question that they're asking, there's a lot at stake. If he's not, you can't have somebody living in your space who is one of the others.
They've got him locked in a room with a safe lock.
But if are they going to keep him there forever? Are they going to let him go?
Know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you have
but right now, he does not pose any real threat to them.
I think...
He poses, if he is an other, he poses much less threat to them now than he did 5 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah, I just think that anybody who is not one of theirs poses a real threat to what they have.
Let's lock Rousseau up too. Let's torture her. Where's Desmond?
You can't find her.
Let's put him under the
Saeed
knife.
just said leave. He's not even, no one's worried about Rousseau.
No one's worried about Rousseau, and Rousseau is the one who stole the baby.
That's kind of what I'm there, like, leave. Where'd she go? Nobody cares about locking her up.
Let's tie up this widower instead, who's done nothing.
I'm just saying, it would have been worth tying both of them. And here's the thing. I know that Ana Lucia and Saeed, not great.
Right.
I would have said, go get everyone. And he said, tell nobody what you saw. I would have said, go get everyone.
Yeah.
I just saw Rousseau with a gun. She's following us around.
With a gun and a bow and arrow that she is very good at shooting.
Go get everyone. If you don't see me in 10 minutes, come back here. I don't know why he said, I'm good by myself.
Yeah, he said, I'm fine. I'm not worried about French brunette Legolas and her crazy ass.
French brunette Legolas.
Sorry. I was trying to make a joke about how good she was at shooting arrows, and I've already talked too much about Hunger Games since we got here.
Right through the chest.
Right through.
I'm just saying,
no problem. He was running too.
When he was talking to Ana Lucia and he said, go back to the camp, don't tell anyone. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say I would have said tell everyone?
Yeah. Rousseau, you know the threat.
The one who...
She's my beautiful, crazy wife, but she is very much a threat. Remember when she was stealing babies willy-nilly?
She was setting us up for the black smoke to the others?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? I don't know.
He loves her. I'm not saying he's in love with her or anything, but I think Saeed and Rousseau have a special connection from their time in her bunker when she kidnapped him. And tortured him a little. Yeah. They have a connection from then, and of course, he's gonna let her just hang out in the jungle.
Yeah. I mean, he's not threatened by her.
No.
But I feel like there's a difference between not being threatened by a person and maybe everyone else that you're involved with being threatened by her words. This is not someone we should trust.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But
I trust her. Actually, I was fine with it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would trust Danielle Rousseau with whatever she wanted me to trust me with. But
I was thinking I was not going to cut him down.
Oh.
I was like, don't. No, she said don't do it. Don't do it. Don't cut him down.
Yeah.
You know better.
It is that Saeed pivot is very funny because I feel like when he first comes across the trap with Rousseau, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm going to cut this poor man down. And then he kind of pivots right into torturing him in a gun safe.
Come get your boy. This is your guy. Come get him.
I've never disapproved of anything Saeed's done. I think he's fine.
You think?
I don't think we should be torturing people, but
Okay.
what am I going to do about it? Saeed's over there. He's sweaty. He's beautiful. I'm not going to tell him no.
It's the sweat. It's the sweat that gets you.
A lot of it is the sweat that gets me. And his little ponytail when he said, I'm going to put up my hair so I can torture Henry Gale. I said, wow, Saeed.
Go, bad boy, go.
Put your hair in a ponytail, Saeed. The arrow.
Just went straight through his chest.
It did. And then the prosthetic was kind of funky later when Jack was working on him.
Oh,
Well, it's obviously, you know, when we've got an arrow through someone's shoulder on a TV show, you're going to put part of the arrow on this side, attach it with some sort of prosthetic, or since it was under his shirt, probably more like a harness underneath, and then do the back on the other side. And it was just a little crooked. It looked like the bow was kind of shaped like this for a lot of that scene with Jack. Which is fine. Don't actually put an arrow through Michael Emerson's shoulder, maybe, but
I missed most of that because
okay.
I thought that he was dead, and I was like, Shelby's favorite character just got shot immediately. That's really what I thought. So I kind of lost
fine. He's gonna be just fine. And he is very sad about his balloon and his wife, and now he's being stuck in a.
Where do we start?
Tell me.
With the balloon stuff.
Has it got a smiley face on the top?
Is that what rich people do? Is that a thing? Can you?
Rich people do be doing crazy things.
They do.
And hot air balloons, in my opinion, are crazy to begin with. You have not gotten the reference, right?
No.
Okay. Making sure.
Okay. No. I was actually going to tell a little side quip.
Yeah, tell your side quip.
I went on a hot air balloon. It was the gift to my wife.
What?
It's all she's ever wanted, and that was my wedding gift to my wife. And we went on a hot air balloon.
And you're like, is that what rich people do? Is get in hot air balloons?
This show is fully funded by me.
And we love you for it, Anthony.
It's 100%. Please, if you're a sponsor listening, we need money. Have you ever been on a hot air balloon?
No.
So they are still wicker baskets.
Yeah.
So we like pull up into this like big field, and the guy gets us out of the bus, and he's like, I got to test the wind. And he has this helium black balloon, and he fills it up and he lets it go. He's like, I think it's going this way. And I was like, you don't have like a GPS?
It seems like a very inexact science to get that balloon in the air and moving around.
So we went up. There were 6 of us.
Yeah.
There was not one kind of parachute on a single one of us. I clenched my leg so hard that I got a cramp.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
I passed out in the top of it. It was the most terrifying thing.
You cannot get
an insane
on
way
one of those
to
with
travel.
a gun to my head.
No. If you go in hot air balloons, I don't like you. Don't respect you. I don't like me for
Your
doing
wife's dream.
She loved
it, I bet, and she had a wonderful time.
She was trying to jump off of it. She wanted a parasail off of it or jump off. Yeah, it was awful.
Your wife's so cool.
It is the scariest thing in the history of the world. But
that sounds scary.
Can you do that over an ocean?
I was about to ask, do you think you could take that across the Pacific?
No, I feel like that would have been the biggest red flag. And I did write down.
I feel like you could if you have enough. Like, you just need like the fuel. If you have enough fuel, you can. I feel like it's been done.
Has it? I mean,
Zoe
you might
is
be
on
right.
the case.
Yeah.
Our producer Zoe is looking it up right now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think you'd have to be able.
I feel like the balloon was a big red flag for me to start.
Didn't the wizard get to Oz in a balloon? And that's pretty far.
That feels like an Anthony thing to say. That's our reference. I was going for realism.
Yes, his name is Henry Gale.
Okay, the first hot air balloon to cross the Atlantic was the Virgin Atlantic Flyer. This is Pacific. He went over the Pacific, though.
What year?
1987.
If they managed to do the Atlantic in 1987, they can surely do the Pacific in 2004.
Yeah, probably.
No problem.
Okay, so one of my notes was if you were going to see if he was telling the truth or if he was one of the others, how would you go about doing that? Not torturing. I'm just saying, like, we're not going to torture. Because I did have a thought. I was like, I think I would check his.
Yeah, somebody crossed the Pacific in a hot air balloon in 1991. Richard Branson and which is not a real first name, Lindstrad.
Richard, like T-Mobile, Richard Branson?
Probably. I don't know why you know that. I don't know that.
Oh. Well, yeah, well, everybody knows. Okay. Never mind.
Everybody knows.
I was going to say.
This is Sir Richard Branson.
Okay.
So he, is a knight.
He's been knighted.
For whatever stupid reason, well, they knight people for anything these days. But he is an English businessman, and he looks crazy. He has way too many teeth, and it is the Virgin Mobile guy. Why do you know that?
Because he does all this.
He's got more teeth than I think anyone ever has.
Okay, so.
Come look at this guy's teeth, Zoe.
There's a lot of teeth.
Get on camera and come look at these guys' teeth.
My point was going to be, if you're going to test it, I was looking at nails and feet.
Okay.
Like, if
what do you mean?
Well, he's an other. He's been here a lot longer than them.
Yeah, than 4 months.
I feel like nails and feet.
And we've seen the others, and they've been kind of yucky, disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that. I think there's maybe a difference between. I guess we've been here 3 months.
Yeah.
Opposed to 3 years.
Yeah.
And even if he's been able to take care and repair whatever,
his
nails,
clothes were
feet,
pretty nice in that case.
They were.
He looked pretty good.
Ethan's were too. You don't know where he got the clothes from. I'm just saying, like, I was trying to think, like, how would I be able to do something
we know where
objective?
Ethan got the clothes. Ethan got the clothes from, like, the dead people on the plane.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
where would Henry Gale have gotten fresh clothes? Because he wasn't really found near camp. He was found out in the jungle, wherever Rousseau's setting traps.
There were a lot of people on the tailies.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, how would you be able to, like, do
I'm
something
just like devil's advocating everything that you believe in.
Yeah.
That's my job here.
No, I understand. I'm saying objectively, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'd be like, let me see your feet.
Let me see your feet instead of, hey, I'm going to beat the piss out of you.
Saeed had some things that he needed to, go through. And I thought he did a really good job transitioning from beating him to confessing and speaking to himself.
Yeah.
It was an accident. It was an accident. That was a really powerful scene.
I love Saeed. And I love Henry Gale.
The Henry Gale thing is going to be... It's going to be so weird for us.
Yeah. It's like weird for me already.
When am I going to like him? At the end?
Who could say? Maybe never.
3 years from now,
Oh, more than that.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do with him.
Yeah.
I thought he gave a great performance.
Him. Let's cherish him.
Okay.
Let's be thankful.
I like how, like you said a few weeks ago, he is going to mess everything up.
Maybe.
He's complicating the situation. He's already complicating everything.
He's creating huge rifts between people. Like Jack and John were already struggling to get along, and now it's so much worse.
I don't know. I don't know who to root for there.
Totally out of character for me. This episode found myself rooting for Jack a little bit. Not because I thought, but just because of, like, again, whether or not Henry Gale is guilty. Oh, God. Whether or not Henry Gale is guilty, we're just fucking torturing this guy. We're tricking Jack into getting locked out of the gun safe so that I can beat the absolute tar out of this horribly injured man. Like, of course Jack's not on board with that.
It was like a weird... Okay, so my favorite person in the episode was Saeed.
Real.
But this situation was like a true nobody's wrong.
Right.
I think that, like, Locke had a really good point. Like, he's got a...
Yeah, what if we're wrong? What if he is bad?
And especially because he's been staying with Claire and the baby. Mm-hmm. So, like, Locke is... We haven't seen it a ton, but he's definitely more emotionally invested in what's going on with them. So, yeah, we need to protect ourselves. Jack is right for saying, like, dude, is this what we do? Like, we just put people in armories and torture people. So, like, nobody was really wrong. Mm-hmm. Even Saeed wasn't really wrong.
I mean,
it was a weird...
This is an impossible scenario given what they've been through from the others and the possibilities that arise from Henry Gale. He could just be telling the truth and was just a crazy rich person who went with his wife on a hot air balloon and then crashed on the island and tragically had to bury her.
Just hearing you say it seems so unbelievable, though. You know? It does. I don't know.
He's hot air ballooning.
That seems so
give me this. He looks like a motherfucker who'd buy a hot air balloon.
I like the first part of that. He looks
like a guy who would be weird in that kind of way. You know what I mean?
I like the first part of that. He looks like a motherfucker. I like that part.
Well, he does, and that's why I love him.
Yeah, it's just I didn't think anybody did anything wrong, but I don't know where I kind of stood with who's right.
Yeah, I get that.
You got to question him. You have to. And if Russo has already influenced you enough, maybe you have to question him in the wrong way. So I agree with Saeed, and I agree with Locke being like, we got to protect our own here. Like, things are getting squirrely. I agree with Jack. Like, we don't just torture people. So who wins? Like, you just pick the less evil, I guess?
Yeah. I guess. I think that they're all acting in character. I think that there's so much I can't say. There's so many things that I cannot say a word about that I want to say right now. And I can't. Wah.
I think I'm going team. If I have to pick between the three, I'm probably going Saeed.
Okay. That surprises me kind of, but yeah.
No, I like Saeed.
I do too. And I'm not talking about that. I just mean his actions in this episode are kind of the last ones that I would see you allying yourself with.
No, I think that first off, he was calm, cool, and collected the entire episode.
He was.
And I think that...
Until he started talking about Shannon.
You
would remember. That's one of my favorite speeches.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite speeches, maybe, definitely in season 2, maybe in the whole show. You would know how many shovelfuls. You would remember every single one. You would remember lowering her body into the grave. You would remember if you buried the woman you loved. Eat. Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah. It's yeah. That was like one... literally, I was just trying to think. Like, that was one of my favorite...
So good.
Moments, because I felt like there has been a lot of humanity in the show. That was one where it was like, no, this is deeper than humanity. This is pain. This is hurt. This is something that's not going to leave him. And if you knew what it was like to bury the woman you love, you would be able to tell me every single second of that moment. And I feel like some of that's been a little lost.
I see what
no pun intended,
I see what he means. And I love the speech, and I absolutely see what he means, and I see what you mean. But Henry Gale is in a horrific situation. He is under ungodly amounts of pressure all of the sudden, kind of out of nowhere. If he is telling the truth, especially, like, no, maybe you wouldn't remember little details like that, or you wouldn't be able to force them out of your mouth because these people trapped you in a net, shot you with an arrow. He doesn't know he knows that Rousseau and Saeed were friendly with each other. He doesn't know if they're together. You know what I mean? He's like been trapped. He's been shot with an arrow. He's been dragged down. The people are fighting over him now. Doctor tries to treat him for a minute. Then he gets locked in a safe with this guy who is very obviously going to torture him. I would forget my brother's name, I think.
Why would you do that?
I'm just saying, like, that's a very high pressure scenario. Of course, you're not going to be able to. Yeah, it took. I buried her 5.5 feet deep or whatever. Like, no.
No, I know. I'm saying. I said, why did you do that? Because
it's my job.
It's such a good point that, like, also I feel like in the times that I've lost someone, I barely remember any of those days. Like, the fact that Saeed can remember
I blacked out the week of my mother's funeral. I don't remember a lot of that shit. It's like Saeed remembers because of the trauma, but Henry Gale might not remember because of the trauma. Everyone responds to that kind of thing completely differently.
And I feel like it probably leans a little bit more normal to not remember. Like, from the times that, like, I have been, not in that situation, but, it all goes by so fast, and you don't really remember little micro moments. You just remember it as a blur and a fever dream. Like,
and his story added up. She got a fever. A few days later, she was delirious. And then he pauses for a minute, just long enough to make you know that he's thinking about it, and then says, and then she died, and he's so choked up. And Saeed grills him harder and is like, where did you bury her? In the jungle. Where? Ah! Stop! Leave me alone! Untie me!
Oh, you got me all the way back to the other side now, dude. You got me all the way back to the other side. I'm on the other side. Because, of course I don't remember because, that was the hardest moment of my entire life. I have tried to push it out of my mind because I have to keep going on. And then I stumbled into you assholes. I stumbled into Russo. So,
it was an extreme trauma in the midst of already an extreme trauma.
Yeah.
If we're thinking about it as he told the truth, this is two people who crashed on the island all alone. This is if Jin and Sun were the only survivors of the plane crash. That is significantly more fucked up and scary than having 40 people around you that can be divvied up into, okay, you take care of food, you take care of fresh water, you take care of building a shelter, you take care of keeping the fire going. You have two people to split all of those chores with.
Gosh darn it. So is Saeed not feeling any guilt because he's dead inside?
Who could say? That's a very crazy, interesting thing for you to say in season 2 about Saeed. Moving right along. I think that, his big moment at the end is, I know that he's guilty because I know that he's lying because I feel no guilt over torturing him and doing those horrible things to him. Sure, maybe. Is it because of that, or is it because you have been torturing people for so long that it is easier now? And especially in this high pressure scenario where you have already had to torture Sawyer and you guys kind of made up and were fine. Do you maybe think of torture as less than you did before?
Does he think of human life a little bit less?
Yeah.
I mean, what does he have to lose at this point?
Right. Shannon's gone. Nadia's long gone.
Maybe his guilt has just gone by the wayside.
The last time we saw him, he was broken and completely hopeless.
He yelled at Hurley. How are you going to yell at Hurley?
How are you going to yell at Hurley? Speaking of yelling at Hurley, I'm so mad at Sawyer. I was telling Anthony before we started, I am more mad at Sawyer over killing the tree frog than I am over all the bullshit he did last episode, taking the guns and shitting on everyone.
I agree. I am right there. He had such an opportunity to not do that.
Yeah.
My guy's just a heel. And he stinks.
He's acting awful. He's acting awful. And
done with this guy.
No, and especially Hurley was right there like, hey man, listen, I can take the frog somewhere where it won't bother you with its singing voice and all of that. And he goes, no. Go to hell and die there. Are you kidding? That's just an innocent little frog. I'm the guy at my work my work is all women, and they will come to me if they find a spider so that I will take it safely outside because they know I will yell at people who kill spiders.
It's just, you don't have to.
That's a spider. I don't give a shit about a spider really in terms of a cute thing. Frogs are cute. You can't be killing frogs willy-nilly just for fun.
I don't think frogs are any cuter than spiders. Not gonna kill.
That's crazy, but go on.
Not gonna kill any of them.
No,
not into that at all.
No,
all good. That is just not for me. And the fact that he crushed it in his hand, it was so diabolical and gross and just, gosh, my guy stinks.
I know.
And
he was kind of funny before that. This episode, from his perspective, is a little bit hilarious because he did all that shit in the last episode and completely ruined every positive relationship he had on the island last episode, very pointedly, and you have to know that that's what happened. And then this episode, the frog starts bothering him. You're meant to kind of remember the boar that was, stalking him in season 1 or whatever, and how he had a fun little adventure with Kate to find the boar. And so he's immediately like, I need a partner to go find this frog like me and Kate did. Kate, of course, wants nothing to do with me. You know who loves me? My good buddy Jen Soo Kwon. Jen's not interested. Jen just stares at him and walks off. Hell yeah, Jen. And then he goes to Hurley, who is hoarding food in the jungle, and he has leverage over Hurley now. He's like, I'll tell everyone that you've been keeping Dharma food to yourself unless you help me find this frog.
Transactionalism.
Toxic transactionalism.
Yeah.
That's the only language he speaks. They do.
He stinks.
And he spends the whole time shitting on Hurley and being a dick to Hurley Hurley gets to have what I think is a really nice speech where he's like, yeah, I'm fat. I know that. It is not the burn you think it is. I'm aware. At least people like me. At least people want something to do with me. Killer.
I mean, I have to take back everything. Like that was, like you said, as low as he's been. Why do that?
Why?
There's no world where you need to do any of that.
What a shit.
What a shit. That's a really good
What
way
an
to.
asshole.
What a shit, dude.
And it just sucks. It just sucks. It's just a freaking frog singing about his day.
I will say this. I have a note. Was that the first time that Sawyer has said, I'm sorry?
I think it might have been. And isn't it funny that Hurley was able to draw that out of him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's Hurley's role. Hurley's role is the people's princess.
Well, the way he said it, he was like, come on, man, I'm sorry. And I was like,
Yeah.
I
He's
think he
plaintive.
means it.
He meant it. Yeah.
and I was like, I think that's the first time because this is my guy. He's not my guy anymore. Note it right now. I'm going to change. I'm off the train right now. But like he said, I'm sorry in the most minuscule of positions and situations. He should have said sorry 100 times before
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And then he crushes the frog in his... Dude, get out of here. You stink.
It made me so mad.
It's disgusting. It's just the worst.
It
God,
made me so
mad, too.
mad. And I love Sawyer. And I had forgotten about this. This was, a lot of these like B and C plots to episodes will slip my mind. I haven't seen this. I haven't watched Lost all the way through probably in 5 or 6 years. And I'll put on an episode
Yeah.
while I'm cooking, but it'll be like, oh, I really want to watch such and such episode and put it on. So I forget about the B and C plots in episodes that I don't have in my roster for background noise. And I had forgotten about the frog thing entirely. And so I was like, oh, this is a fun little Sawyer plot, looking for this frog. Wonder what'll happen when he finds it. And then he crushed it, and I was furious.
Fucking guy.
And I remembered that he was going to crush it seconds before he did. I was like, wait, no.
So is that like to keep the narrative because he has been such a heel? Like, let's just throw a little bit in here just to remind everybody that like Sawyer stinks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel like Sawyer's arc at this point is very cyclical. Like, he'll do a bunch of growth.
Time is a
then
flat circle.
Yeah, time is a flat circle. Need you to stop saying weird shit. Anyway, sorry, we're not True Detectiving, we're Losting.
Wait, you were saying that to me?
Yeah.
I'm not saying weird. Was that weird shit?
No, that's the next line in True Detective.
okay.
Woody Harrelson goes,
Jeez,
if we're going to hang out or if we're going to work together, I need you to stop saying weird shit. But I can't do a good Woody Harrelson.
And when he's talking over the car, he's like, I need you to stop saying weird shit.
Yes, exactly. And then
Okay.
they get in the car and he says something else crazy. He's like, sometimes I think my dreams are just windows or something crazy like that. And you're like, Matthew McConaughey, quit it.
Sorry, I missed that. I'm gonna need you to stop saying weird
I've
shit.
only seen the first season of True Detective, but I love it. I just didn't watch. I don't like it when shows are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Shelby. Anyway, it's cyclical. Like, he does a lot of growth and then he backslides and then he's a dick for several episodes and he'll start growing again, I'm sure.
Well,
Who's Sawyer Ford?
maybe he'll grow. Or maybe he'll go right
Maybe
back.
he'll grow. Maybe he'll die next episode. Who cares? The way you're looking at me. Maybe. Who could say? No one's safe. It's Lost.
If Sawyer dies next episode and that's how you told me, I'm gonna be very upset.
Wouldn't that be fucked up? Wouldn't that be evil?
It would be good on you though.
Yeah.
That would have been good. I'm gonna go home and watch the episode now.
Do you watch it right after or right before?
No, right before.
I watch it right before. I usually
before.
watch it like noon on Monday.
Yeah, I'm about 2 o'clock, 2:30.
Wow. It's like very fresh for you.
Yeah.
I like to watch it and then shower and stuff and get ready because I don't work Mondays. So,
Oh.
so I'm just at my house hanging out. You're at your job.
Now it feels like I don't shower before I come on the show.
Well, you do. You just shower before work or whatever.
Yeah.
Or at night, the night before. I shower.
No,
I'm like hanging out in bed, stewing in my own filth. And then I watch the episode and then I shower and then I come here.
No, I try to watch it before I come in because, look, it's hard. Like, I don't know, like, where we're going
Yeah.
any days. Like, I really have to kind of react to a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I typically try to watch it first thing in the morning. I watch it about 6:30 on Mondays.
Wow.
And then I watch it about 2:30 on Monday. So I watch
Wow.
it twice because I'm like, all right, what did I miss? What can I?
There have been a few episodes that I've known were going to be big that I watched like Tuesday and then again on Monday before we record.
Yeah, I've been caught with, my pants down. I have no idea. Like, I was like, okay, Shelby's going to ask me a question. Mm-hmm. I got to be ready for this. So I could go through and kind of watch again. If she asks me what happens here,
you gotta know.
What do you think they meant by this?
Right.
I got to figure out what I thought they meant.
I'm going to see, because I've got... Did you see actually how scared Henry Gale looked when... I think Saeed was like... He was talking about Shannon, and he was like, a woman shot her, but it was an accident, and she thought that she was... And Henry Gale was in there like, oh, these people are going to kill me.
No.
He just looked really scared. I don't know. Just another Michael Emerson acting moment.
I thought it was interesting. He said, "Did you also lose someone?"
Yeah.
I thought that was like a very disarming.
Yeah.
This guy's done
Did you
this
also?
before?
He lost his wife just a few weeks ago, right?
Did he? I thought that
He
was
says.
like a disarming, the others, like he's been trained in this. Ask questions to the interrogator. It will soften their stance, which it did. He immediately starts saying, it was an accident. It was an accident. The more questions you ask Saeed, the softer he got.
Yeah.
The more he was going to let up. And then he started beating the piss out of him. So
Yeah.
maybe not.
Let me segue into something completely unrelated. The road that they are on in the flashbacks, at the very end of the flashbacks, when they're like in the Humvees.
The green screen?
Yeah. The Creed music video green screen that they were on. They were like, this is the Middle East.
They did it like,
And it was just like the desert from Nickelback music videos.
they did it like fucking 4 times.
and especially like the last shot of Saeed standing there like,
He was just standing. The green screen was way worse.
it's always so the green screen is always so jarring on Lost because you have so much like beautiful location
Real,
shots in
too.
Hawaii for the island. And so when they do flashbacks someplace where they can't source a location in Hawaii, like I don't know, Iraq, they do the green screen and it's always like being shot in the chest at point blank range. You're like, oh God, where are we?
I don't know. It's like where the truck drive. I mean, I'm sure the studio warehouse stopped at some point. Like where they did it in like the first 2 scenes too. When they, I was like, this green screen is tough.
Like, no, this is just the Arabian Peninsula, you guys. Please believe me. Please believe me.
Yeah, it was, and then he just stood in the distance. I was like, this is not the shot that you guys thought it was.
No,
Just
it was
go to somewhere
rough.
else.
It was literally like those music videos from like 2005 where you have like a rock band posing in like a cracked desert. It looked exactly like that.
Yeah, dude, the green screen. I didn't think his wig was as bad as I thought it was going
I
to be.
don't know that it even was a wig. I think that maybe they just did something foul to his hair because he usually has
Yeah.
like a very beautiful, too well maintained for the location they are in curl routine
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
It looks like as someone with curly hair, I know you can't be doing all that without some curl cream
It's gotta
and
be
a microfiber
moisturized.
towel
Yeah,
and
something.
lots of conditioner. So I think maybe they just treated it really bad for a minute to give him that kind of like puff that he had. Or it could have been a wig. I don't know. It's not as bad as Jack's 90s Chandler Bing wig or anything like that, though.
Locke is
Locke's was the
king number 1. Okay, king number 1 was Locke's wig.
The thing with Locke,
It's just
it is
unnecessary.
easiest to make a bad wig look good on a person who is already bald. What
Yeah.
went wrong?
Yeah,
What went wrong? Like, even if you have kind of a cheap wig, you can probably make it look all right on somebody if they already have like a smooth canvas for you to apply it to. And you don't have to hide any actual hairline or anything like that. And it still is just awful.
That's a good point. Like, there's you don't even have to like put anything
Theater.
down to
I was bald once.
apply the glue. Like, it's already there.
Yeah. Well, you do need to probably apply.
No,
the
I'm
glue.
saying, but like,
But yeah. You don't have to put the like bald cap on and make sure you don't have any lumps. Like when I've worn a wig, when I've worn a wig when I had hair, you have to like very carefully braid your hair so that it won't show as bumpy under the wig. And then you have to put your wig cap on, and then you have to bobby pin the wig cap into your braids, and then you have to put the wig on, and then you have to bobby pin the wig into the wig cap, and then it probably looks bad. But if you're bald,
The fact that like Locke's was the toughest makes
Right.
no sense.
it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Because I was like, because we were talking, I was like, I didn't think Saeed's wig was that bad. I mean,
No, I truly don't even know if it was.
the haircut, the style did not work for him,
No.
but it
23.
wasn't bad, And then because they went, there was one specific shot where I think it was right after they showed him that his commanding officer had tortured his gassed his home,
Yeah.
and then they went to him pulling his hair out of the water.
Yeah.
I was like, that long hair looks good, man. You're looking strong right now. You look great. Like, keep that long hair.
Yeah, Tariq was a good actor too. We didn't get very much of him, and we only got him speaking Arabic. So I feel like oftentimes it's harder for English-speaking people to judge acting that is not in English. But I thought for what I could see, it was good.
Yeah.
Tell him his mother's a goat. I'm not telling you shit. And then Saeed going, he doesn't know.
And I feel like
And that's a fucking awful situation to be in the first place, obviously. But what is he supposed to say? He's insulting you. He's insulting me. He's telling me I'm a horrible traitor. No, just say he doesn't know.
he spit in his face, too.
Yeah.
You're right, though. Tariq did a good job because I do feel like if you were to turn the subtitles off, I would have absolutely got the tone and
The like general idea of what he was saying.
And I feel like that was like the brief. That was like what he
Yeah.
needed to do, and he did a great job of that. I was like,
Definitely.
you just kind of watch it and you read the subtitles like, this guy sucks. I think if you would have turned that off, I would have known that he was saying something different to Saeed than what Saeed was telling the American general or whoever.
Yeah.
Like he did a great job.
Clancy Brown. Yeah.
Clancy Brown.
Or Sergeant Sam, Kate's dad, Austin.
Yeah. Same guy?
Huh? No, they're two different guys.
Okay,
The
yeah,
two,
okay,
the two
okay.
American soldiers he was translating to were
Yes, okay.
Clancy Brown in one scene and Sam Austin in
Okay.
another.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. The first one was Kate's dad.
Yeah.
The second one,
The second
who's
one, Clancy
sent
Brown
him
wasn't in the room, but he came
Yes.
out and told Clancy Brown what he learned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure.
For sure. And Sam Austin had that picture of Kate that was a real picture of Evangeline Lilly at like
Pause
11
that.
years old. It was cute. I said, "Oh, look, she's a kid." Oh,
I paused that one because I was like, "There's something here," and I went back. I wrote that one down.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little better.
you're doing great.
I'm
You're
getting.
doing
I'm
great.
getting there.
Do we want to talk about how Locke is not a very good typist, despite having a cubicle job for seemingly a long time?
You talk about every time he gets on there.
He gets at the computer. he's
Backface.
He always puts in one of the numbers wrong and has to fix it. And we got the hieroglyphs this time. He barely made it in time, and the numbers changed to scary Egyptian symbols on black and red backdrops instead of numbers on white backdrops.
You would think at this point he would know the numbers.
Right.
It
seems like it would be important for him to have down pat. I guess he was stressed out because he had to unlock the safe and then run over there, and Jack was being. He said, "I don't give a shit about the computer. I think nothing will happen." Right.
I know. I was kind of excited to see. I thought it happened. I literally my all caps. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Be patient. Yeah. Be patient.
Okay.
It almost happened, and certainly changes started to take place.
I feel like they sent a notification to somebody.
Maybe.
That was like kind of what that was. I feel like somebody else. I feel like they were notifying the other stations.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who could say?
Because one of them was a bird. It's a swan.
Like the animals.
Okay. Okay. I thought the frog was going to do some weird stuff.
What did you think the frog was going to do?
Because they've been testing animals.
Right. Did any other animals we've come across do anything really weird?
The polar bear.
What did it do?
The shark that had something on it that Alex told us.
That was weird. It had a symbol on
That's
it,
weird.
But it
That
didn't-
counts?
It just acted like a shark. It just kind of like tried to eat people.
It did act like a
It
shark.
swam around and went done it, and that was it.
It did act like a shark.
And then
so
the
I'll
polar
give
bears kind of also just acted like hungry polar bears. We've had some boars that have acted like boars, some fish that have acted like fish.
the boars have been aggressive.
I wish there were monkeys.
Really?
Monkeys are my favorite animals. And if we're going to be on a tropical island,
It does seem.
I think it'd be cool if we had some monkeys.
I feel like
It's just my one criticism for Lost.
if we're doing like jungle animals, like where are the snakes?
There should be more snakes. And there should be more bugs. We had the bee situation and really haven't had any bug issues since. I feel like bugs would be a very serious problem that you would have to solve all the time.
Yeah, I think so.
Like from mosquitoes and stuff like that. Yeah, malaria. Zoe said malaria.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're not eating any crabs. Like, don't crabs come on shore?
Yeah.
There's no crab. Yeah,
No, they're eating nothing but fish and mango. They said we're not putting any energy into writing what they're eating other than fish, mango, and whatever they get out of the Dharma hatch.
No one's dying. It's fine.
That's not the plot of the show.
Yeah, nobody needs to worry about what they're eating.
I'd like for it to be. I'd like for more like kind of humdrum survival stuff to take precedent. I know that's kind of lame, but and I'm not saying I don't want the sci-fi plot to be happening. I love the sci-fi plot, but in between that, could we have a? Oh no, this water is tainted because we didn't purify it properly.
Okay, how many people are on the island right now, or just on the full frontals?
The full frontals, I think we're like at 40-ish.
Okay, so to your point, like. It is kind of interesting to be like, all 40 people are having the same amount of food.
Yeah.
That seems...
Except for Hurley.
implausible,
yeah.
Right? Like, there's no way all 40 are eating the same. Who's getting more food? Where are they getting the food?
Yeah,
Who's eating less?
Give me those politics.
Yeah, I mean, somebody on the island is not getting enough.
What about the vegetarian that had to give up their values day 2 when that boar came in? You know what I mean? You can be a vegetarian in Sydney. Not on the island, baby. Not realistic.
Yeah, can't do it.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I like the side plots.
Yeah,
we
I do too.
We gotta do some Lost canon. We'll just write our own show.
Aw, we're gonna write Lost fan fiction together, me and Anthony.
I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news. I'm gonna be the voice, the negative voice in the background. You know what? Actually, you shouldn't do this.
Hey, you know what? Bad idea.
No, I love this episode. I've been doing great. I feel like I'm getting real positive.
This is a good one,
lately.
and the next one is also really good.
I'm really excited to see kind of what happens with Henry. They gotta let him go.
Me too.
And I like the fact that he is gonna now be the center of attention, and it's gonna draw emotion and decision making out of Jack, Locke, Saeed, and everybody else on the island. It's gonna force them to figure out what's happening.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
And it's going to get very interesting. Do you want to talk about some numbers?
Yes.
Henry Gale crashed on the island 4 months ago.
Gosh darn it.
The American POW pilot was buried 4 kilometers from their current position. The numbers in the corner of the video that Saeed watches of his family's village being gassed. 2310842, 23-108-42. 108 being the sum of all the numbers. And the Saeed obviously, of course, tells the prisoner that he was 23 when American soldiers came to Iraq and to his village, I guess specifically. The first number in the new combination for the safe is 15.
Do you see my note for this?
Yeah.
There's not one. I missed every single bit of these.
There's several of them.
I missed all of them.
It's not super important.
Well, there was one when they very first started, when they were doing when the American soldiers started doing all the race.
Yeah.
And it was 1728. I was like, numbers don't matter.
Right.
I stopped counting.
Oh, he said, I'm not going to pay attention to any numbers. The first numbers are not lost numbers. And that makes sense to me.
Truly. And then turns out there were
a few. Darn it. It's okay.
Wow.
I'm seeing if there's anything else we really need to touch on. Of course, Wizard of Oz references, Babar references.
Oh, do you want to hear my episode title?
Oh, yeah.
Have you forgotten?
All of yours are so serious. I feel like most of our episode titles are silly funny.
I know.
I like that though.
I'm gonna take a step back.
No.
I like the silly funny though. I like the silly funny.
I just want them to be thematically uniform to a degree. But
I think I'm watching the show through a very specific lens.
I like that you're taking it seriously, though.
Yeah, so I'm not hearing
Yeah.
the funny little one-liners.
I'm taking it funny because I've been so serious about Lost for
Yeah.
15 years, 15. And
Yeah.
so now I'm finding the funny in it. Like there was a specific note I had about Sawyer that I ended up deleting because I was like, that's stupid, Shelby. If you say that on the podcast, you're going to listen back to the podcast and go, Shelby, that's dumb. People think you're stupid, as I do with most episodes with one or two things I say.
Welcome to the team. Welcome to the club.
But there was one thing that, like, Sawyer's, like, little dilemma at the beginning of this episode where he's struggling with the frog noises and no one will help him and he's getting pissed off about it. It's like the exact opposite of... I deleted it, so I don't even know what I said. So I started the sentence for no reason.
Well, he's kind of talking about, like, are you serious? Are we being,
Yeah.
he's like kind of doing are we for real right now? He's
Yeah.
like pissed the whole time. He's like, and he was like kind of shoving that little pillow over his face. He was acting crazy the whole
I
time.
know. He's being a little baby.
Oh, he's always kind of
My
being a
note that I
baby.
kept is...
He's always kind of being a baby.
My note that I kept is... hang on. Oh, God. My pretty little girl, Sawyer, can't get any sleep. Too bad everyone hates him and thinks he sucks.
Yeah, he does suck, though.
And he does.
He does suck, though.
Yeah. You can't be acting like that. You can't be killing frogs.
Well, okay, but, like,
You
that's the
can't be
whole thing.
Stealing guns and manipulating people.
No, I think it's a little bit embarrassing now that, like, I have become his number one, would you say?
You've been Sawyer's number one dick rider since the beginning.
And it's embarrassing that you were right the whole time. And then now he's like doing everything that I thought he wasn't going to do. And then it's like every single time that he comes on screen, he confirms what you told me about him.
He sucks.
And
I love him. He's a piece of shit. He sucks and he's an asshole and he is out for himself.
What's today?
But again, his growth is cyclical. Like he's been growing for too long. And so of course he's going to backslide and do some absolutely heinous shit. And then in a few episodes, he'll start growing again and we'll go, Sawyer,
I know.
pick a direction to go in.
Yeah, pick a direction. I thought there was enough evidence of him being capable of being something more for a little while. And then now we have enough evidence that, like, this might be who he is. Maybe I should pick a different horse,
As Kate said, I think you want people to hate you.
Yeah. But do I want people to hate me? That's
No,
why I keep picking Sawyer.
You're picking Sawyer because he's pretty and
He's not that pretty.
he's pretty.
Okay, here's where I go pretty.
Yeah, who's prettiest?
Are we talking men or women?
Any.
Oh, okay.
Who's the
Tough.
prettiest person on the island?
Claire.
Not Jen? You've been saying Jen is the prettiest
You
person
did,
on the island.
hey, what'd you say to me? You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Claire.
What's your sentence, Claire?
Jen.
Uh-huh.
Kate.
Kate's gorgeous.
Kate's gorgeous.
And I know that
Kate's up there.
She pisses us off and she does stupid things.
She does.
But she is gorgeous, pretty.
Okay. Jack.
Jack is not pretty. Jack is certainly not pretty.
Objectively, he is definitely pretty.
Far left, Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
No?
He's like generic man.
Gen-
He's like the most generic man I've ever seen.
Well, generic men are pretty. Generic men are pretty.
As the one on the podcast attracted to men, I disagree. I mean, he's fine. Like he's not ugly. I'm not saying he's an uggo. I'm just saying he's like the most average looking man in the world. And who's prettier? The guy on the left or the guy in the middle? Yeah, exactly.
No, his hair is Sawyer's hair is a disaster.
That's crazy. One of our friends is pointing at Charlie. If you knew the kind of crazy shit we talk about him on this show. No, Saeed is the prettiest, is the real answer.
Yeah, I was going to say Saeed, and then honestly, probably Ana Lucia.
That's also crazy, but okay. Hurley's the prettiest.
Russo's
And the heart
very pretty
on the
too.
inside. Russo is gorgeous.
We don't love Ana Lucia. She is pretty.
She's attractive. I don't think that she holds a candle to Kate or Sun or Claire. Personally.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I think she's a perfectly fine, attractive woman, but compared to
everybody
Kate Claire's son, I mean, it's a ABC television show.
I was gonna say. I mean, what are we splitting hairs here?
You're right.
They're all pretty.
They're all pretty.
Here's the thing. We're looking right now. If you can't see us,
We're looking at a season 1 poster.
Yeah, you can't see us on a live show. We'll put a picture of this up. We're putting the first. You put me up there, then you know who's the least attractive.
Exactly.
Everybody's pretty. Then Photoshop me right into the show. Then then we know. But it's everybody's pretty. They're
all
hairs.
very attractive. They're television actors on prime time.
Well, can we agree Claire, Jen are 1, 2?
I think I would say Saeed and Son. But of prettiest man, prettiest woman, I would say Saeed and Son personally. But I think that I think all we're doing here is proving that pretty is very subjective.
Yeah.
Everyone is attracted to different shit, and that's what makes the world go round, baby. There's someone for everybody.
I'm open to the conversation.
Yeah. All right. What is there anything else that we have missed? I'm gonna see. I have a lot of notes, just like Henry's here, yay. I like that when they're like, I think he's an other. He goes, an other what?
I know he did. I don't know what you're talking about.
I actually have a really good impression of him, but it's a specific line he says, and we're nowhere near it. So you're gonna have to be patient. But I do a pretty good Henry impression.
Is that the recap episode? Our special episode?
Yeah, maybe. I think by then he'll have said, because it's something he says a lot, but he hasn't said it yet. I like Jack using the button as leverage to get in there and save Henry. Being like, I'm not going to press the damn button. Let me in.
that was one of my favorite. I didn't love that Jack had to insert himself into that situation. Just let him do it. But look, I mean, that's his ethos.
Jack's not going to.
That's his ethos. Yeah. I mean, it's what he's going to do.
All he wants to do is help people.
And I've come all the way around. That's just what he's going to do. Respect his behavior. And yeah, dude. I mean, press lock. See what he does. Push him up against the wall.
Yeah.
See what he does, man.
Get his ass. I have a note that says Clancy Brown serving look after look in the fucking war than he was. He had 3 costumes for being such a minor character. Fashion.
And then he speaks in Arabic.
Oh, I know. And he perfect Arabic. He leans over and is like, someday you'll need the skill or whatever.
So he is another one of the psychic with Claire. He's one of these people who know what they have in store.
Maybe. Or maybe he just means that you're a soldier. Eventually you are going to want to know some information. And now you have the tools to get it by torturing.
No, that's less fun.
Maybe. But that's interesting that you ask that. And I'll give you a little nibble. This isn't the last time we see Clancy Brown on Lost.
Come on.
Yeah.
But you remember what I'm talking about with Claire's...
Yeah, the psychic.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Richard something. And he was like, no one else can raise this baby.
You need to be on this plane.
You need to get on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of what I thought was happening, too.
He knew it was going to crash.
He's Dharma.
He's Dharma.
He's part of the
First name
Swan.
Dharma, last name Initiative.
He's part of the Swan, man. He knows about animals.
Right before Charlie in the last scene of the episode went, why are you telling me this, Saeed? I went, why the fuck is he telling Charlie this? But then we found out, but it was funny because I said it and then Charlie said it. I think that's all I have.
It still didn't help that he asked Charlie.
I mean, it's because of Claire. Charlie has the most anger towards the others because of the thing that with Claire and getting hanged and all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why. But he's like, the easiest ally for me to get against Henry Gale is Charlie because Charlie hates the others the most.
God, we really hit our Charlie manipulating era.
Oh my God. And Sawyer was doing it last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey.
Charlie's an easy target right now, folks. If you want something done, go manipulate the little British man into doing it. And I bet he will.
Seems that way a little bit.
Next week, we will come back together to watch Maternity Leave, which is a Claire episode. It's a very exciting episode. It's really good. And I'm excited about it.
I am too. I love seeing her.
I do too.
My favorite.
And we've been missing her. Kind of the last thing she was doing was in Fire and Water, and that was just kind of her being horrifically frustrated with Charlie.
Being normal.
Which absolutely, absolutely valid and true. So it's nice. I'm excited for her to have a plot that's about her.
And I feel like...
And not about Charlie.
I don't want to be like... Aaron has to have something for me, I think, at this point.
Aaron?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just because
What do you want him to do? He's a baby.
No.
Is this how you treat Trip? You're like, you better do something. And he's like 3 weeks old, like, Daddy, I love you.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm a baby.
He doesn't even say that, so...
Well, he says it in his head, I'm sure.
Does he? I don't know. That's why he's been grounded for 3 weeks.
The kind of pressure he's under.
Yeah, it is. No, I just meant, like, Aaron was such a intriguing special storyline early, and then we have, like, gotten away from that. Like, I'm just excited to see, like, what is the deal with Aaron being kidnapped and him being special? What is the deal with, Claire having to be on this plane to come here? Like, I feel like their story has a big amount of like ramifications. I feel like their story is very important.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about it in a while. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I do love my son.
For fun. I know you love your son. I just have to razz you. It's part of my goal here. You know that. Yeah, I think that this has been a good one. Leave us a comment if you loved one of them. Leave us a comment if you hated one of them. Leave us a comment with your exact prediction for Henry Gale if you haven't seen the show. And if you have seen the show, leave us a comment talking about how cool Michael Emerson is in this role.
Oh, before we stop, where is Michael? You just said that.
Michael,
where's Harold Perrineau?
You're right. I don't know. He hasn't been around for a while. He left. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's wandering around the jungle. Maybe he's in another of Russo's traps, just down the road from Henry.
He's not dead. I think he finds his way back to the group before the group finds him.
Okay. We'll see.
It's kind of general, but that's going to be something I predict.
That's a good prediction. Who could say? What do you think they're going to do with Henry next as your final prediction? And then I'll take us home.
Henry's getting out.
They're going to let him out?
I think so.
Okay. We'll see. Who could say?
I think that, yeah, okay. I'm going to say that Saeed gets a little bit too over his skis. Locke doesn't have a ton involved. And Jack does his manipulative thing where he rallies the troops to get him out.
And that's the thing with Saeed is at the end of torturing Tariq, who spat in his face and gassed his family, he was like, no human being should have to do that to another human being. That was horrific. At the end of torturing Sawyer, who was kind of like, he never had the medicine, but he was being a dick on purpose and leading them to believe that he had the medicine and demanding all of these things. He was so ashamed of himself that he left the group for a week. He tortured Henry Gale and came out and was like, I feel no guilt. I'm cool. What does that mean? Does that reflect more on Saeed or on Henry?
Henry.
Wow.
Initially. I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Henry. I mean, look, all opinions are.
He didn't really have a reason to feel super guilty for torturing Tariq or Sawyer either. I guess more with Tariq, just given that he was his commanding soldier and stuff, or commanding officer and stuff. But like,
But he did
killed his family and call him a disgusting traitor and command him to kill himself and spit in his face. And he still felt super guilty after torturing Tariq. Henry Gale has maybe done nothing, maybe been around for some stuff that Ethan did.
Maybe.
As a member of Ethan's group.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know. And so I think it's weird for Saeed not to feel any guilt.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't believe, even if he's 100% sure that Henry Gale is lying. I think it's a little weird for him to not feel any guilt about torturing him.
And that's what I said. Like, is he not feeling guilt because he feels dead inside after Shannon? And like, this is who he is.
Maybe.
And when they said, when he said, this is always who I was, when they're talking about like being a torturer, it was always inside me. Maybe there is that part of him.
Who could say? Let's land this plane in Minnesota.
Come on, take us home.
We're landing, and we're landing with more grace, more finesse than a hot air balloon ever fucking could. Write that down. We're descending very gently. I'm putting the little wheels out. You know, that's my favorite part. The little wheels are coming out. We're descending. We're going to hit the tarmac. We're going to drive peacefully up until we see the little man doing this. And then we're going to stop safely in Minnesota. Join us next week when we talk about episode 15 of season 2, maternity leave. And for today, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.